In the sunny southern village of Cocoba, where gentle winds carried whispers of secrets, there lived a young girl named Afia. She was as beautiful as the morning sun, her radiance brightening every corner of the village. Many suitors came to ask for her hand, but Afia refused them all. Her parents, hoping to see her happily married, were heartbroken. But Afia had dreams of her own. She wanted a husband who was young, handsome, and as grand as a prince. Far away in the shadowy spirit world, a clever skull heard of Afia's beauty.
I must have her,
he thought. Being sly and full of tricks, he borrowed parts from his spirit friends. A noble head, a strong body, sturdy arms, and swift legs. When he was done, he looked like the most handsome man anyone had ever seen. With confidence, he strolled into Cocoba's lively market, drawing gasps and whispers wherever he went. When Afia heard about the mysterious stranger, her curiosity was piqued. She went to the market, and the moment she saw him, her heart skipped a beat. She invited him to her home, where her parents, though wary, eventually allowed him to stay. After 2 days, the handsome stranger asked to take Afia to his homeland. Her parents tried to dissuade her, but Afia, determined as ever, agreed. Their journey was long and strange, and soon they crossed into the spirit land. As they stepped into the eerie realm, something magical and frightening happened. The borrowed parts of the skull's disguise began to vanish, each returning to its original owner. Before long, all that was left of the handsome stranger was his true self, a lone, eerie skull. Afia was terrified, but it was too late to turn back. Though trapped in the spirit world, Afia refused to give in to despair. She decided to make the best of her new life. She cared for the old spirits, brought joy to the children, and treated everyone with kindness. Her light and goodness shone even in the darkest corners of the underworld, giving her hope that one day she might find her way back home. In a quiet, shadowy corner of the underworld, there lived an old spirit woman who had been left all alone. The other spirits didn't talk to her, and she was so weak that she could barely move. She spent her days in silence with no one to help or care for her. When Afia saw the old woman, her kind heart couldn't bear it.
She needs me,
Afia thought. So she rolled up her sleeves and got to work. She brought fresh water, cooked warm meals, and carried bundles of firewood to keep the old woman comfortable. Every day, Afia would visit, always with a smile and a helping hand. The old spirit woman, who had grown used to loneliness, began to feel something she hadn't felt in a very long time. Gratitude. Little by little, her heart, which had been as cold as the underworld itself, started to thaw. One evening, as Afia helped her sit by a small fire, the old woman sighed deeply and said,
"You have been so kind to me, dear child. I must tell you the truth."
Afia leaned in close, listening carefully.
The spirits of this land are not like you.
The old woman whispered.
They are cannibals, and they have noticed you. They are planning something terrible. If you stay here much longer, they will come for you.
Afia's eyes widened, her heart beating fast. But even in her fear, she felt thankful for the old woman's warning. The old spirit woman, deeply moved by Afia's kindness, decided she had to help the young girl escape the dangers of the underworld. She called for Spider, a clever hairdresser with magical hands.
Make her more beautiful than ever,
the old woman instructed. Spider spun intricate designs into Afia's hair, weaving patterns so stunning they sparkled like the morning sun. The old woman then gave Afia anklets that jingled softly and ornaments that shimmered, gifts to remember her kindness. But the old woman wasn't done yet. She called upon the winds, the swift and mighty messengers of the underworld.
"Take this child safely back to her village,"
she said. The winds agreed, wrapping Afia in their gentle embrace and whisking her away. One bright morning, as Abasi prepared to head to the farm, he looked up and froze. There, running toward him, was his daughter. "Afia! Afia!" he cried, his voice trembling. He called for his wife, and together they rushed to her, wrapping her in hugs and tears of joy. They had thought she was gone forever, and now here she was, safe and sound. News of Afia's miraculous return spread like wildfire. That evening, the entire village gathered for a grand feast. There was dancing, laughter, and storytelling late into the night. When the celebrations ended, the chief priest made an important announcement. From that day forward, no daughter of Cocoba would be allowed to marry a stranger from distant lands. The law was meant to protect the village, ensuring that no family would face such heartache again. And so, Afia's story became a cherished tale, teaching the children of Cocoba the importance of kindness, obedience, and the wisdom of listening to those who love them.